Welcome, intrepid listeners, to the threshold of mystery and the unknown. You are about to embark on a journey to a place where the past and present blur, where shadows whisper and walls talk. This is not just any tale. This is an exploration into one of England's most haunted and captivating locales, a place that has stood the test of time, yet refuses to let go of its inhabitants, both living and dead. Welcome to Whispers from Wotton, the legacy of the ancient Ramen. Nestled in the heart of Wotton-under-Edge, this former pub, dating back to 1145, holds within its ancient stones a history so dark and filled with the supernatural that it has earned the title of one of the most haunted houses in England. From eerie sightings of spectral figures to the unsettling feeling of being watched by unseen eyes, the ancient Ramen is a beacon for those who seek to pierce the veil between worlds. In this podcast, we will peel back the layers of centuries, exploring the inn's origins on an ancient pagan burial ground, its storied past, and the multitude of spirits that are said to roam its rooms. We'll hear first-hand accounts from those who have dared to spend a night within its walls, share the findings of paranormal investigators who have sought to uncover the truth, and delve into the mysteries that make the ancient Ramen a place like no other. So, turn down the lights, draw closer, and prepare to journey into the heart of darkness. This is Whispers from Wotton, the legacy of the ancient Ramen. Let the story begin. The beginnings beneath. In the shadow of the Cotswolds, where the rolling hills whisper tales of old, lies the village of Wotton-under-Edge. Here, nestled within this picturesque landscape, stands a structure that defies the tranquility of its surroundings. The ancient Ramen, built in the year 1145, its origins are as ancient as they are mysterious, a beacon that has illuminated the passage of time, yet remains shrouded in the darkness of its past. This dwelling, which began its journey through history as a home for masons working on the nearby St. Mary's Church, soon transformed into a pub, offering refuge and solace to travelers and locals alike. Yet, beneath the inn's welcoming facade lies a foundation steeped in legend and unease. For it is said that the ancient Ramen rests upon an ancient pagan burial ground, a site of rituals and ceremonies long before the inn itself took root. This land, imbued with the echoes of the ancient and the arcane, set the stage for a legacy of haunted lore that has endured for centuries. The inn's proximity to the burial ground is believed to be a magnet for spiritual activity, a thinning of the veil between the worlds of the living and the dead. It is here, at this crossroads of history and mystery, that the inn began to carve its place in the annals of the supernatural. As we delve deeper into the story of the ancient Ramen, we uncover layers of history that speak of human endeavor, of the passage of time, and of the spirits that have woven themselves into the fabric of this place. The inn's early days as both a dwelling and a pub are but the first chapter in a long narrative, one that has seen the building serve as a silent witness to the lives and deaths of those within its walls. The inn's history, with its ancient pagan roots, casts a long shadow over the inn, infusing it with an air of mystery and a sense of the unseen. Tales of ceremonies conducted in the darkness, of spirits summoned, and energies unleashed, have been passed down through generations, each story adding to the lore that envelops the ancient Ramen. As we stand at the threshold of this historic inn, we are reminded that we are about to enter a space where the past is not merely a memory, but a living, breathing presence. The origins of the ancient Ramen, its early history, and the ancient end upon which it stands, serve as the prologue to a tale of hauntings, of encounters with the unknown, and of the eternal dance between the darkness and the light. So, dear listeners, brace yourselves, for we are about to journey into the heart of one of England's most haunted houses, where the echoes of the past are always listening, and the shadows of history are never truly at rest. The unseen guests. Within the aged walls of the ancient Ramen, a multitude of spirits are said to roam, each echoing the inn's storied past with their eternal presence. As night falls, and the world beyond its doors fades into silence, the inn awakens to the unseen. Let us now tread softly into the realm of its spectral inhabitants, for their stories are woven into the very fabric of this ancient edifice. First among the inn's ghostly residents is the entity known as the succubus. This malevolent spirit, emerging from the depths of medieval lore, is said to visit weary travelers in the dead of night, an encounter that leaves the bravest souls shaken. The succubus's presence is a sinister reminder of the inn's ancient foundations and the dark rituals that may have taken place on the land it occupies. Whispers of cold breezes and an oppressive air in certain rooms fuel tales of its nocturnal visits, adding a chilling layer to the inn's haunted history. Then, there are the ghosts of former innkeepers, the stewards of the inn's legacy, who, even in death, seem unable to part with their beloved charge. These phantoms are observed as fleeting shadows, or heard as disembodied voices, offering cryptic warnings or lamenting their unresolved fates. Their appearances are often tied to anniversaries or significant events, moments when the veil between past and present grows thin, and their stories resurface from the shadows. But perhaps the most heart-wrenching of the inn's spectral phenomena are the eerie cries of children that permeate the air, their origins shrouded in tragedy. These youthful spirits, victims of untold sorrow, are said to haunt the inn's darker corners. their laughter turning to wails in the blink of an eye. Visitors recount unnerving experiences of hearing small footsteps in empty rooms, or the feeling of invisible hands grasping at their clothes, a poignant reminder of the inn's complex tapestry of life and death. The ancient Ramen, a nexus of paranormal activity, is a place where history and the supernatural collide. Each spirit, from the notorious succubus to the former keepers of the inn, and the lost souls of children, plays a role in the inn's ongoing narrative. Their stories, a mosaic of human experience spanning centuries, beckon to those who seek to uncover the mysteries of the past. As we delve deeper into the haunted halls of the ancient Ramen, remember, dear listeners, that we are but visitors in the domain of the unseen. These spirits, bound to the inn by threads of history and tragedy, are the true custodians of its legacy, each whisper and shadow a testament to their eternal watch over this ancient dwelling. So, let us listen closely to the tales that linger in the air, for in the whispers of the past, we may yet find the keys to understanding the mysteries that enshroud the ancient Ramen. The haunted heart of the inn. In the dim light of twilight, the ancient Ramen reveals its darker corners, the epicenters of its paranormal legacy. Each room, each space within its ancient boundaries, holds stories of encounters with the unknown, moments where the past breaches the present with chilling clarity. Let us venture into the most haunted rooms and areas of the inn, where the veil between worlds is at its thinnest. First, we approach the bishop's room, a place notorious among paranormal investigators and guests for its intense supernatural activity. It is said that within these walls, the air grows inexplicably cold, and an oppressive feeling of dread hangs heavy. The bishop's room is often associated with the appearance of a menacing figure, believed to be a disgraced bishop, who looms over the beds of sleeping guests. Objects move of their own accord, and the room is filled with the unmistakable scent of incense, a sensory echo of rituals long past. Those who have spent a night within its confines speak of nightmares that grip the soul, leaving an indelible mark upon waking. Next, we tread softly into the bar area, the social heart of the inn, now a hub of spectral activity. Here, the laughter and chatter of centuries past seem to linger in the air, a ghostly residue of the inn's former life. Glasses clink, and chairs scrape against the floor, all in the absence of visible occupants. The ghost of a former innkeeper, a genial spirit attached to this place of warmth and camaraderie, is said to preside over the area, his presence felt in sudden gusts of wind, or the fleeting glimpse of a shadowy figure behind the bar. It is in this space that the boundary between then and now blurs, where the living can almost hear the echoes of conversations long silenced, Lastly, we ascend to the attic spaces, areas less trodden and shrouded in the dust of neglect. These rooms are the domain of the unseen, where the cries of children mentioned earlier are most often heard, their sorrowful echoes a testament to the tragedy and loss that permeate the inn's history. The attic is also rumored to be the haunt of a malevolent force, an entity that preys on the fears of those who dare to explore its recesses. Cold spots, inexplicable shadows, and a pervasive sense of being watched are hallmarks of the attic's haunted reputation. The ancient Ramen, with its bishop's room, bar area, and attic spaces, stands as a beacon for those who seek to explore the boundaries of the known world. Each room offers a chapter in the inn's ghostly narrative, a story of times past and spirits that refuse to be forgotten. As we close this chapter, remember, dear listeners, that the stories of the ancient Ramen are not just tales of hauntings, but reflections on the depth of human experience. These haunted spaces, with their unseen inhabitants and mysterious phenomena, invite us to ponder the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding, in the shadows of history and the corners of our own fears. Whispers in the dark. The ancient Ramen, a place where history bleeds into the present, has been the stage for countless encounters with the unknown. Its ancient stones bear witness to stories of fear, fascination, and the unexplainable. This chapter compiles eyewitness accounts from guests, paranormal investigators, and previous owners, each narrative adding a thread to the inn's spectral tapestry. First, we hear from a guest who sought a night of intrigue, but found themselves ensnared in a tale of terror. In the bishop's room, as the clock struck the witching hour, a sense of unease grew into palpable dread. The guest recounts the chilling sensation of a cold hand pressing down upon their chest, an oppressive weight that stole the breath from their lungs. In the shadowed corners of the room, whispers filled the air, forming words that hinted at long-forgotten secrets and sins. The experience left them with a profound sense of having touched something beyond the veil, a momentary bridge between worlds that would haunt their nights long after. Paranormal investigators share tales of their encounters within the inn's bar area, where the past seems to echo with remarkable clarity. Armed with EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, recorders, they captured voices from the ether, conversations that bore no source in the visible world. One investigator describes the moment a disembodied voice, clear and commanding, uttered the name John, believed to be a reference to a former innkeeper. The air turned cold, and a shadow passed through the room, leaving a trail of inexplicable electrical disturbances in its wake. A previous owner of the inn provides a narrative woven with years of coexistence with the unseen. They speak of nights filled with the sounds of footsteps pacing the empty corridors, of doors that would open and close of their own accord. The attic, a place they dared visit only in the light of day, often felt as if it were alive with whispers and movements just beyond the edge of sight. Living with the inn's spirits became an negotiation, an acceptance of the inn as a space shared with those who had passed but never left. Among these accounts, a common thread emerges. The ancient Ramen is a place of intense paranormal activity, a nexus for energies and entities that defy rational explanation. These personal stories, each a piece of the puzzle, paint a picture of an inn alive with the presence of the otherworldly. They speak to the courage of those who seek to understand the unknown, and to the enduring power of the stories that haunt us. As we conclude this chapter, let us reflect on the voices that have shared their tales, a chorus of the living and the dead that fills the ancient Ramen with life beyond life. These whispers in the dark invite us to listen, to question, and to wonder at the mysteries that lie in the shadows, at the edge of our understanding. Shadows cast by the unseen. As we delve deeper into the enigma of the ancient Ramen, our journey leads us to the tangible remnants of its intangible residents. This chapter examines the physical evidence and phenomena that have been reported within the inn's age-old walls, markers of a presence that, while unseen, leaves an indelible mark on the world of the living. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence is the mysterious marks found etched into the ancient wooden beams and stone walls of the inn. These marks, some resembling arcane symbols, others simple scratches, have baffled historians and paranormal investigators alike. Are they protective sigils, the desperate carvings of those who once sought to ward off evil spirits? Or are they messages from the other side, a communication from the inn's spectral inhabitants? Temperature anomalies within the ancient Ramen provide another curious phenomenon. Guests and investigators report sudden, inexplicable drops in temperature, particularly in the bishop's room and the attic spaces. These cold spots, devoid of any natural explanation, are often accompanied by a feeling of being watched, of a presence just beyond the edge of perception. Thermal imaging cameras have captured these fluctuations, mapping out the contours of an unseen world that collides with our own. Then there are the unexplained noises that permeate the inn at all hours. Footsteps echo in empty corridors, the sound of heavy boots on wooden floors. Yet a search reveals no one there. Doors creak open and slam shut with no apparent cause, and the sound of furniture moving in unoccupied rooms adds to the inn's eerie atmosphere. Most unsettling, perhaps, are the cries and whispers that fill the air, voices of indeterminate origin that speak in hushed tones, or call out in desperation. These physical manifestations of the paranormal at the ancient Raman serve as a bridge between belief and skepticism, offering a glimpse into a world that defies logical explanation. Each mark, each sudden chill, each unexplained sound is a piece of the puzzle, a clue to the mysteries that shroud this ancient establishment. As we conclude this chapter, let us ponder the significance of these phenomena. Are they merely the tricks of an old building settling into the earth? Or are they evidence of something far more profound? The ancient Raman, with its mysterious marks, its inexplicable temperature drops, and its unexplained noises, stands as a testament to the enduring mystery of the paranormal, a challenge to our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Into the shadows, that quest for answers. The mystery of the ancient Raman has drawn countless seekers of the unknown to its door, each hoping to peel back the layers of time and unveil the truth hidden within its walls. This chapter delves into the tales of paranormal investigations that have sought to bridge the gap between science and the supernatural at one of England's most haunted locations. Armed with an arsenal of technology designed to detect and record paranormal activity, investigators have ventured into the inn with a mix of skepticism and belief. Their methods range from the traditional EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, recorders, which capture sounds beyond the threshold of human hearing, to the cutting-edge, thermal imaging cameras that reveal temperature anomalies invisible to the naked eye. One investigation team recounts their night in the bishop's room, where they set up infrared cameras in the hopes of catching visual proof of the spectral bishop said to haunt the space. Hours into their vigil, the cameras recorded a door slowly creaking open, with no visible force behind it. Simultaneously, an EVP recorder captured a voice, deep and unidentifiable, whispering the word "leave." The temperature in the room plummeted, as captured by their thermal cameras, marking the presence of an unseen entity. In the attic, where the cries of children have often been heard, another team experienced a different kind of encounter. Their night vision cameras picked up orbs of light darting across the room, a phenomenon often associated with spirit presence. As they called out into the darkness, asking for a sign, a series of knocks responded, each set louder and more urgent than the last. Despite a thorough search, no source for the sounds could be found, leaving the team with more questions than answers. Investigators have also faced challenges that go beyond the technical. The oppressive atmosphere of the inn, particularly in areas known for intense activity, has had a profound effect on those who enter. Feelings of nausea, disorientation, and overwhelming dread have been reported, with some unable to remain inside for the duration of their investigation. These physical and emotional responses, while not evidence in a traditional sense, add another layer to the inn's haunting narrative. Despite the array of equipment and the variety of methods used, conclusive proof of the paranormal remains elusive. Yet, for many investigators, the lack of definitive evidence does not detour but rather deepens the mystery of the ancient ramen. Each investigation adds to the lore of the inn, contributing to a larger story that spans centuries. As we conclude this chapter, we are reminded that the quest for understanding the paranormal is as much about the journey as it is about the destination. The investigations conducted at the ancient ramen, with their mix of methods, findings, and challenges, reflect the human desire to explore the unknown, to confront our fears, and to seek answers to the questions that lie in the shadows. Echoes of the unseen. In the heart of the ancient ramen, where history whispers from the walls, significant encounters with the entities that haunt its spaces have left indelible marks on those who dare to communicate with the unseen. This chapter delves into the stories of these encounters, exploring not only the events themselves, but the profound psychological impact they have on those who experience the supernatural presence of the inn. One such encounter involves a seasoned paranormal investigator, known for their skeptical approach to the supernatural. During a vigil in the bishop's room, they attempted to initiate communication using the spirit board. As the planchette moved with unguided purpose, spelling out the name Elizabeth, a sudden cold enveloped the room. The investigator reported a feeling of being watched, followed by an unseen force gripping their shoulder. This encounter, previously a skeptic, left the investigator questioning the nature of reality and a possibility of life beyond death. Another story comes from a guest who, unaware of the inn's haunted reputation, experienced a night of terror that would haunt them for years to come. Awoken by the sound of children crying, they saw the figure of a woman standing at the foot of their bed, her face sorrowful and her hands outstretched, as if reaching for someone long lost. The figure vanished as quickly as it appeared, leaving the guest with a sense of profound sadness and empathy for the spirit. This encounter, brief yet intense, highlighted the emotional connection that can form between the living and the dead, challenging the guest's previous disbelief in the paranormal. The psychological impact of these encounters is profound and varied. Some leave the inn with a newfound sense of curiosity and openness to the mysteries of the universe, while others carry the weight of fear and unease. The experience of coming face to face with the unknown can alter one's perception of reality, pushing the boundaries of belief and skepticism. It raises questions about the nature of consciousness, the possibility of an afterlife, and the connections that exist between the past and the present. For those who have felt the invisible gaze of the inn's spectral inhabitants, the experience is transformative. It challenges the mind to accept the unexplainable, to reconcile the logical with the supernatural. The encounters at the ancient Ramen, steeped in history and mystery, serve as a reminder of the thin veil that separates our world from the one that lies just beyond your senses. As this chapter closes, we are left to ponder the stories of those who have crossed paths with the entities of the ancient Ramen. These tales, each a thread in the larger narrative of the inn, invite us to explore the depths of our own beliefs, to confront the shadows that lurk in the corners of our understanding, and to consider the possibility that we are never truly alone. A legacy beyond the inn. The ancient Ramen's chilling tales and spectral residents have not only captivated those who dare to cross its threshold, but have also ensnared the imagination of the wider world. This chapter explores how the inn has been immortalized in popular culture, becoming a symbol of the paranormal that transcends its physical location in Wotton-under-Edge. Documentaries and television shows dedicated to uncovering the secrets of the paranormal have long sought out the ancient Ramen as a subject of fascination. These productions, armed with night vision cameras and EVP recorders, attempt to document the inn's hauntings, offering viewers a glimpse into its eerie atmosphere. The inn's stories have been featured in series that explore haunted locations across the globe, highlighting its reputation as one of the most haunted places in England. Viewers are drawn to the screen by tales of the succubus, the spectral children, and the unseen forces that roam its rooms, captivated by the mixture of history, mystery, and the unexplained that the inn embodies. Books on paranormal phenomena have dedicated chapters to the inn, delving into its history and the accounts of those who have experienced its hauntings firsthand. Authors have been inspired by the depth of the inn's lore, from its origins atop an ancient pagan burial ground to the myriad spirits said to inhabit it. These written works serve as a testament to the inn's enduring appeal, offering readers a detailed exploration of its supernatural legacy. The impact of the ancient Ramen on popular culture extends beyond the realm of the paranormal. It has inspired fiction writers, filmmakers, and artists who draw upon its rich tapestry of tales to create works that explore the themes of hauntings, human history, and the interface between the past and the present. The inn's influence can be seen in horror novels, films, and artworks that seek to capture the essence of what makes a place truly haunted. This cultural legacy underscores the inn's significance not just as a location of paranormal interest, but as a cultural artifact that embodies the human fascination with the unknown. It speaks to the inn's ability to evoke fear, curiosity, and wonder, bridging the gap between the personal experiences of those who have walked its haunted halls and a collective imagination of a global audience. As we close this chapter, we reflect on how the ancient ramen has become more than just a building. It is a legend, woven into the fabric of popular culture. Its stories, preserved and propagated through documentaries, television shows, and books, ensure that the inn's legacy will continue to captivate and terrify for generations to come. In the annals of the paranormal, the ancient ramen stands as a monument to the enduring allure of the supernatural, a beacon that draws us ever closer to the shadows that lie just beyond the edge of our understanding. The inn today, a portal to the past. As we near the end of our journey through the haunted halls of the ancient ramen, it's time to explore the inn as it stands today. This chapter offers an overview of the current state of this ancient edifice, which continues to fascinate and terrify those drawn to its storied past and spectral inhabitants. Today, the ancient ramen stands not just as a relic of the past, but as a beacon for those seeking to experience the paranormal firsthand. Its status as a tourist attraction has grown, fueled by the tales of hauntings and the legacy of its ghostly residents. Visitors from across the globe make pilgrimages to this small village in Wotton-under-Edge, eager to catch a glimpse of the unseen, to feel the chill of an otherworldly presence, and to add their own stories to the lore of the inn. The inn's current keeper, a guardian of both its physical and spiritual legacy, has opened its doors to those curious souls. Guided tours provide a glimpse into the inn's rich history, detailing the stories of its most famous hauntings, and introducing guests to the most active areas of paranormal activity. These tours are not for the faint of heart. They offer an immersive experience into the world of the supernatural, where the past feels almost palpable. The ongoing interest in the ancient ramen's ghostly residents has also made it a favored location for paranormal investigators and researchers. Armed with the latest technology, these modern-day ghost hunters seek to document evidence of the inn's hauntings, hoping to capture proof of the afterlife. Their investigations, often shared on social media and paranormal forums, continue to add to the inn's mystique, drawing in a new generation of paranormal enthusiasts. Despite its fame, the ancient ramen remains a place of mystery and controversy. Skeptics and believers alike debate the veracity of the hauntings, while locals have mixed feelings about the inn's reputation. Yet, there's no denying the powerful allure of the inn, a place where history and legend intertwine, where each creak and whisper tells a story. As the inn moves forward into the future, it carries with it the weight of centuries of history, the echoes of lives once lived, and the shadows of those who have never left. The ancient Raman continues to be a living testament to the enduring fascination with the supernatural, a place where the veil between this world and the next is forever thin. In closing this chapter, we are left to ponder the legacy of the ancient Raman. It stands as a portal to the past, a keeper of secrets, and a reminder of the mysteries that lie just beyond the reach of our understanding. For those who seek to explore the unknown, the inn remains an enigmatic invitation to step into the shadows and discover what lies beyond. Beyond the threshold, a reflection. As our exploration of the ancient Raman comes to a close, we find ourselves standing at the crossroads of history, mystery, and a profound human fascination with the supernatural. This final chapter reflects on what the haunting of this ancient inn reveals about our enduring quest to understand the unknown, the possibility of an afterlife, and our unquenchable thirst for answers to questions that lie beyond the reach of science and reason. The stories that emanate from the inn, a tapestry woven with threads of fear, curiosity, and the unexplained, serve as a mirror to our collective psyche. They reflect a deep-seated desire to connect with something greater than ourselves, to pierce the veil between life and death, and to comprehend the incomprehensible. The ancient Raman, with its myriad hauntings and spectral residents, stands as a testament to this timeless human pursuit. Our fascination with the supernatural, as exemplified by the inn's enduring legacy, speaks to a universal curiosity about the afterlife. The possibility that spirits of the past linger within its walls challenges our understanding of existence and propels us to consider the continuity of consciousness beyond physical death. It raises questions about the nature of reality itself, inviting us to ponder the existence of realms unseen, worlds parallel to our own. The quest to understand the unknown, to explain the unexplainable, is a journey that has driven humanity since the dawn of time. The haunting of the ancient Raman encapsulates this quest, drawing seekers of truth, scholars of the shadowy, and witnesses to the wonders and horrors that lie just beyond our comprehension. It is a journey fueled by stories of encounters with the otherworldly, each account adding another layer to the complex narrative of our relationship with the supernatural. As we reflect on the inn's place in the broader tapestry of paranormal lore, we recognize it as a beacon that lights the way for those brave enough to explore the edges of the known world. The ancient Raman does not just tell a story of ghosts and hauntings. It tells a story of humanity's indomitable spirit, our relentless pursuit of knowledge, and our deep-seated need to connect with the mysteries of the universe. In concluding our journey through the haunted heart of the ancient Raman, we are reminded that the search for answers, for understanding, is a path that leads us not only into the shadows of the past, but into the depths of our own souls. It is a quest that, while it may not always provide the answers we seek, always brings us closer to the essence of what it means to be human, to wonder, to fear, and to dream of what lies beyond the threshold of our understanding. Thank you, dear listeners, for joining us on this exploration of one of England's most haunted locales. May the stories of the ancient ramen inspire you to embrace the mysteries that surround us, to question the nature of reality, and to continue the never-ending quest to understand the unknown. Until we meet again, keep the flame of curiosity alive, and remember, the journey into the supernatural is a journey into the very heart of what it means to be alive. The eternal echoes of the ancient ramen. As we draw the curtain on our journey through the shadowed corridors and whispered histories of the ancient ramen, we find ourselves enveloped in a profound sense of wonder and introspection. This closing meditation seeks to honor the enduring mystery of a place that, through the passage of centuries, remains a nexus of paranormal activity, a beacon for those drawn to the twilight realm that exists between this world and the next. The ancient ramen, with its time-worn stones and ancient beams, stands as a testament to the enduring human fascination with the unseen, the unexplained, and the unearthly. It is a place where the past is not just remembered, but is palpably alive, where the echoes of bygone eras resonate in the here and now, inviting us to listen, to learn, and to wonder. Within its walls, the boundaries between time and eternity blur, offering a unique vantage point from which to explore the mysteries of existence. The inn's myriad hauntings and spectral residents are not merely tales of terror, but are threads in the rich tapestry of human experience, connecting us to those who came before, and those who, in some form, have never left. The stories left behind by the inn's ghostly inhabitants serve as a poignant reminder of the cycles of life and death, of love and loss, and of the indomitable human spirit that seeks to understand the unknown. They challenge us to question our perceptions of reality, to embrace the possibility of realms beyond our understanding, and to acknowledge the presence of mysteries that may never be fully unraveled. As we reflect on the legacy of the ancient ramen, we are called to recognize the innate curiosity that drives us to explore the unknown, to confront our fears, and to seek answers to the questions that lie in the shadows of our existence. The inn, with its enduring hauntings, invites us to cross the threshold into the unknown, to tread the fine line between belief and skepticism, and to ponder the stories left behind by those who dwell in the liminal spaces of our world. In closing, Let us carry with us the stories of the ancient Raman, not as mere tales of hauntings, but as invitations to explore the depths of our own curiosity, our own fears, and our own longing for connection with the mysteries of the universe. The inn stands as a beacon for those brave enough to question, to seek, and to dream of what lies beyond the known, a reminder that the journey into the supernatural is, at its heart, a journey into the very essence of being human. Thank you, dear listeners, for embarking on this exploration with us, for daring to peer into the shadows, and to listen to the whispers of the past. May the mysteries of the ancient Raman inspire you to continue your own quest for understanding, to embrace the unknown with courage, and to always keep the flame of curiosity burning bright. And so our journey through the haunting legacy of the ancient Raman comes to a close. Together, we've traversed the corridors of time, delving into the mysteries and tales that shroud one of England's oldest and most paranormal locations. It has been a journey not just through the physical spaces of the inn, but through the realms of the unseen and the unexplained, exploring the deep human fascination with what lies beyond the veil of our understanding. As we part ways, let us take with us a sense of wonder, a reminder of the thin veil that separates the known from the unknown, the seen from the unseen. The ancient Raman, with its centuries of history and echoes of the past, stands as a testament to the enduring mystery of the human experience, inviting us to question, to seek, and to marvel at the mysteries that surround us. May the stories of the inn inspire you to explore the shadows of your own world, to listen for the whispers of history in the wind, and to keep alive the flame of curiosity that drives us to uncover the secrets of the universe. Remember, the end of one story is but the beginning of another, and the quest for understanding is a journey without end. Thank you for joining us on this expedition into the heart of the supernatural. Until we meet again, keep your eyes open, your mind curious, and your heart brave, for in the pursuit of the unknown, we discover not just the mysteries of the world, but the mysteries within ourselves. Farewell, dear listeners, until our paths cross again in the realm of stories and shadows.